2020 takeaway tag. Take one. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brooke if you're new here, and if you're not new here, you already know me. Today I'm going to be doing the 2020 takeaway tag. That is such a mouthful. So this tag was created by the Right Mama. I do not remember who tagged me in this, but I remember I was watching these tag videos and someone tagged me, and it was like in December or something, and I haven't gotten around to doing it, so here I am. There are 10 questions in this tag, and it's basically just a fun little like reflection of your year in 2020. I think it's really cute. I will not be tagging anybody just because I think it's a little bit too late for that. I'm posting this pretty late, so that's fine, but thank you to whoever tagged me. I went through the takeaway tag videos today to try and see if I could find out who tagged me, and I couldn't find it. So anyways, if you're watching this and you tag me, let me know in the comments and I'll put you in the description. So the first question of this video is, of this tag, is what creative projects did you work on in 2020? So I worked on 2 projects mainly in 2020. The first one was Worst Ways to Love, which is my adult romance. The first draft of it is done, except it's not really, because I finished the first draft and quickly realized, or not so quickly, that I was trying to mash 2 stories into one, and I need to take out a major plot line in order for it to work. Yeah. So that one is resting on the sidelines. It has an injury. The other project that I was working on and currently am still working on is Project NA, or as I now call it, FFT. So FFT is my new adult romance. So I'm currently in the editing stage. I am editing and writing draft 2. I did a read through in the first few days of January, and I'm now making changes, doing developmental edits. So I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping to send to beta readers in March and then query sometime after that. Something that I'm really proud of in terms of my projects in 2020 was that I finished my first draft of Project NA or FFT in like 3 months, and that was really something that I was proud of. It was about 66,000 words, and yeah, so that's what I accomplished. Number 2, how would your protagonists have reacted to the chaos of 2020? I will address my protagonist in Project NA. Her name is Danielle. She is very introverted. She is studious. She would have reacted much the same as I did, which was really not at all. I mean, I started working from home, and that's kind of it. So for example, she is in university, so she would have loved having online classes for sure. She would have been very happy to be doing online classes and like not to have to go sit in lecture and socialize with people. There is the problem of the fact that she works at a coffee shop on campus, so she wouldn't have had funds to pay her tuition, but I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Oh, number 3, what is a writing lesson you will carry over into 2021? I am not a pantser. Yeah, so I pantsed my adult romance project and it ended up being terrible. So when I got to the editing stage, I was like, oh my god, like this is trash. What do I even do with this? When I was getting ready to write my new adult romance, I plotted. I didn't plot crazy, but I plotted a lot. And yes, so I'm a plotter. Who knew? I will never pants a novel again after this. Like maybe a short story, but like certainly not a novel. Ooh, favorite quote you wrote or read this year? So there are 2 quotes from Sarah J. Maas's books that I absolutely love. They are, number 1 is Rattle the Stars, and number 2 is back there on that board, which is To the Stars Who Listen and the Dreams That Are Answered. One that I wrote this year, I mentioned in a video where I was reading lines from my work in progress, and I cannot remember that line right now, but I'm gonna give you the video, I'm gonna put it in the description, and if you want to check it out, you can. Number 5, what is something you did on your channel in 2020 that you're proud of? Pretty much everything. So I started my channel in May of 2020, and I participated in a couple Authortube virtual retreats. I did a ton of live streams with a bunch of people. I think my favorite thing, I know this isn't the question, but my favorite thing was probably the first stream I did with Sarah LeBrod, because that literally introduced me to basically everyone that I know on Authortube. And Without that, my channel would not be what it is right now. So thank you, Sarah. I know I've said this before, but thank you. I think literally just everything. Like, I think that I'm really proud of myself for getting into vlogs. Vlogging is not something that I ever thought I would do, but I'm not gonna say like I enjoy it, because I don't, but I enjoy the finished product. So, number 6, what ways did your channel grow this year? All the ways. I started at 0 subscribers in March, and by the end of the year I was at like 460 something. So it grew in every way possible, and yeah. 7, what other channels brought you joy? So literally every single person that I know on Authortube. So Sarah LeBrat, Angela Ann, Brie Bonomo, Madeline Monahan, Diane Marie, Autumn Ashley, Hudson McCarthy, Life of Angelina, Helene Foy, Sarah Sutton, and literally just everyone I watch. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but yeah, literally everyone who I've chatted with, everyone who I have live streamed with, and I literally, the community has just been like so amazing. I don't think I anticipated finding so many people that I love talking to, and like I've never had so many group chats in Instagram, like I can't even keep up with it. It's ridiculous, honestly. But I'm just so happy to have found people that like the same things and that love to talk about books and writing, and I don't know, it's just great. It's been so amazing. Every single one of these people has brought me so much joy and has just made the Authortube community and my experience with the Authortube community just amazing. What new hobbies and interests did you pick up in 2020? Well, YouTube. So I started my YouTube channel May 2020, and that was kind of when I got back into reading and writing as well. So I would say reading and writing are 2 big hobbies that I picked back up in 2020. I also started knitting. I have like an 1/8 of a scarf sitting somewhere in my house, so that's that. And I think like collecting books too. So I've started collecting some special editions. I collected the 2 special editions of Throne of Glass and ACOTAR, and I also collected a special edition box set, which is up here, of the Hunger Games, and I have some other ones laying around too. So I've really gotten into collecting books. Like this entire shelf behind my head and the one above it, I didn't have any books on before this year. What would you like, oh, this is number 9, by the way. What would you like to tell your past January 2020 self to prepare for the year ahead? Is stock up on toilet paper an appropriate answer? Because, no, I'm just kidding, but probably just start my YouTube channel in January instead of May. Number 10 is, what are 3 positive words you can focus more on in 2021? So my first one is happiness, and I just feel like, you know, after last year, I have decided to be more intentional, to do things that make me happy. So I had a list of, you know, things that make me happy, such as going on walks and petting dogs, and, you know, things like that, if you want a little idea of what, you know, what kinds of things are on there. But yeah, I just like to do things that I know make me happy instead of like, you know, sitting around and wondering why I'm, you know, not happy. My second word is dreams. So I think during university, I kind of lost sight of my dreams as a writer. So I've always wanted to be a writer, like since I was a little kid. That's what I always said I was gonna do. But, you know, going through high school, I kind of didn't know how to make a career out of that and didn't really know what I could do. I didn't know the opportunities that were out there, and I pursued something else. And, you know, now I kind of want to refocus on those dreams I had when I was a kid and try and make something of them. So that's definitely something I want to focus on for 2021. The last one is confidence. Confidence in myself to, you know, achieve goals and dreams, and to, you know, be proud of myself and proud of my achievements. And I want to thank Angela Ann one more time, because you mentioned something either in a video or on Instagram about celebrating small wins, and something that I'm doing, it kind of has to do with all 3 of these words, happiness, dreams, and confidence. I will be recording all my small wins. I already have 2, and it's only January 10th, and I'm going to celebrate them at the end of the year. I want to write down everything that I consider a small win, and I'm going to go back through them at the end of the year. And yeah, it's just something that I'm doing. I know that doesn't have anything to do with this tag, but I wanted to share that with you. That is the end of this tag video. Thank you again to whoever tagged me. If you did, leave a comment down below. Everyone who's watching this, feel free to do this tag because it was pretty fun, nice and reflective. It was great. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really is good for my channel and we want more friends here. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Today I'm going to be doing the 21, what?